Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about YieldMax funds and their top performing funds year to date from a total return perspective here. So let's go ahead and jump into the spreadsheet and look at the numbers. So the first one on the list, BABO. The underline it targets is BABA or Alibaba. It historically pays a 25.64% yield. And if you're not familiar with YieldMax, they base their yield on the implied volatility of the underlying. So just kind of understand that. This distributions year to date, this is the column here. Price return year to date, total return is just the combination of these two. And then the total return percentage, as you can see here, the top performing one year to date coming in at 43.4%. So we haven't even completed 2 months in 2025, and these are the numbers so far. BABA and SMCY have been having great years, and they are leading the YieldMax suite of funds here. So the highest yielding best performer is definitely SMCY at 84.88%. It is also has a pretty nice appreciation as well. The total return is 40.35%. PLTY, this has been another momentum play this year. It's up 21.42%. It did well last year as well. I don't have the specific numbers, but yeah, Palantir has been on an absolute run, as well as PLTY has definitely kind of benefited from that. SNOY, this is one I haven't tracked a whole lot, but year to date seems to be doing pretty well. Coming in at the fourth spot there at 9.97% year to date. They're paying a 65.86% yield projected. Keep in mind this changes every single month. But yeah, do with that as you will. Not really sure about SNOY. I haven't really followed that underline, but so far so good. Yeah, next on the list, NFLY, Netflix based. This is one that I really like. Pretty high yield as well, 76.51%. So the implied volatility with Netflix is pretty high. Distribution so far year to date, $1.65. Price return has been pretty flat. I mean, that's after these distributions. And then overall total return coming in at 9.24%. Do keep in mind, right? So taxes are not calculated in this spreadsheet. That is something else that will have to be factored in. YieldMax is trying to illustrate what the taxes might be a little bit better this year on their weekly news reports. I believe they are also trying to give you a percentage of how much of the distributions are return of capital versus like short-term capital gains. So do with that as you will. But once again, the total return in this calculation is not factoring in taxes. JPMO, this is one that doesn't get a whole lot of love, right? But it is up 8.66% year to date. JP Morgan, they've been on a really good run the past couple of years, as why JPMO is doing well as well. FBY, Meta-based. Meta's pulled back, last year or so, but it has been rallying ever since then. Up 8% year to date. ABNY, Airbnb, 6.22%. XMMO does not get a whole lot of attention. It's up 3.31%. SOXY, this is one of their new Target 12 funds. It's coming in at 2.35%. OARC, one of their oldest funds, right there beside Tesla. It's doing a lot better than Tesla year to date. It is up 2.03%. BIGY, another Target 12 fund. So actually, you see it's 13%, 12%. They are targeting close to 12%, but that's where they'll be at, pretty close to that number. Big E coming in at 1.86%. The beloved Misty coming in at 1.51% year to date. Ybit, crypto, Bitcoin based. It's in the red. And the rest of these are in the red for total return year to date here. I want to see what Tesla's at. That's one that I currently hold, unfortunately. What we're trying to, dollar cost average and get out of this position and potentially roll it over into like a curve TSLP equivalent, just something that performs a little bit better. Because the price return for this guy has not been doing well. Tesla has pulled back year to date, so obviously Tesla is going to get hit as well. Some other poor performers: MRNY down 18.6% year to date. If these numbers seem off, let me know. I kind of grabbed this data, via a Python script, so it might be missing a month of data, which is very important. I haven't had the opportunity to go through all 29 tickers and verify that, but if there is one number that you see you think's way off, definitely let me know, and I will make an update to that. AIYY not doing too well. PayPal not doing too well. MARO, Mara based. This is actually Mara based. Down 11.23% year to date. Tesla, Coney, those are two very popular funds that are not doing too well year to date. AMDY, NVIDIA, another very popular one, not doing real well, down 5%. TSMY, GUI, MSFO, Aptly, Dizzo, AMZY, and so forth there. So these are not all of the YieldMax funds. There's a couple out there, some inverse funds, but I'm not really interested in the inverse funds, so I'm not tracking them in this spreadsheet. And then obviously there's YieldMax and some of their other weekly pairs. Those aren't in this list either. So these are only the, except for the exception of a couple of these like OARC and Biggie and Soxy. These are all mainly single stock ETFs. So just kind of keep that in mind there. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Just an update on some of the top performing YieldMax funds year to date from the data that I've collected. If it's off completely, let me know. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you an investor in any of these top performing ones, or are you holding the bag on some of these ones? Some of these ones on the bottom here, unfortunately. Hopefully things turn around for you. We're only in February. We have plenty of time left in 2025 for things to turn around. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. BABO, SMCY, PLTY, SNOY, NFLY are some of the top performing funds so far from a total return perspective. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please like, subscribe if you're still here. Appreciate you guys for staying to the end of the video, and stay tuned for more content coming out soon. Cheers.